Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and today I'm going to do an EDC update. It's been a while since I did an EDC update, and this isn't my work EDC. This is what I'm carrying tonight when I go to watch the fights at Buffalo Wild Wings. You know, they have the pay-per-view for free there. You know, they just expect you to pay for your food and you can watch the fights. And some of this stuff I do carry on an everyday basis, regardless of if I'm going to work or if I'm out at play, you know, leisure. But I thought I'd show you what I'm carrying today. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to start off with the least interesting things and work myself up to the more interesting things. First off, got my Maxpedition wallet. I'm not going to open it, but it's a discontinued Maxpedition wallet, and it's nylon, but it has no Velcro. So I don't like Velcro on my wallets. So this is what I'm carrying as of right now until I find something better. Which I think I found something I'm interested in, a leather wallet, but it's relatively expensive compared to this, which I already have, and it'll be a cool review item, but I'm not quite ready to spend the money on it. But yes, got my Maxpedition wallet. Please forgive me if I cough during this video. I'm still getting over some, I don't know if it's bronchitis or what. I'm getting better. I'm a lot better than I was, but I still have this cough, and I'm trying to get over it. But I'm not going to let it get in the way of making videos, hopefully. Next on the list is my iPhone 7, and I carry this. And this obviously wherever I go, no matter if I'm at work or at play. So that's more EDC-ish, I guess you can say. And the watch, well, I guess before we get on to the watch, I generally don't carry this when I'm at work. But when I'm, you know, doing my own thing in town or whatever, I like to keep hand sanitizer on me. Every now and then you come into a restaurant, and if it's real busy, they might run out of soap, or you know, there might just be a big line in the bathroom, or big line to the sink in the bathroom. And like I said, when I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings watching the fights, I'm pretty much camping out. I'm staying there hours at a time, and instead of waiting in line to get to the sink, sometimes I'll just use hand sanitizer. Good stuff to keep on you. And the watch is a Wrangler Grenadier. I took the bracelet off and put this NATO band on it. It's reminiscent of James Bond's NATO band. This is a Blue Shark NATO, which is a very high-end NATO. So far, I really like it, and I'll have a separate review on this NATO on this watch. This watch is discontinued, but as of right now, my Seiko is shipped off to be worked on. So this is what I'm stuck with right now. This is my everyday carry watch as of right now, because it's one of the few watches I have that is in perfect working order. So there that is. I got a Key Defender pepper spray. I've carried this into nightclubs. I've carried it in town. I don't often carry it to work, but I can legally carry it at work. Probably should, you know, in case a student bows up at me. Not just bows up, not trying to threaten me, but if a student actually takes a swing at me, this would probably come in handy. But I generally don't carry this to work. For my EDC knife, I got the 4 flat ground Blue Endura. This knife is so cool that I lost it, and I had to get a replacement for it. The only downside to this watch is it doesn't come with a stainless steel pocket clip. To me, the pocket clip and the blade should always match in finish. If you have a black pocket clip, you should have a black blade. If you have a mirror polish blade, you should have a mirror polish pocket clip. And to me, Spyderco kind of missed the ball when it came to coordinating the finishes and colors on this knife. But I still love it. Maybe sometime I'll invest in getting a new pocket clip for it like I did my original. It looks so much better with a stainless steel pocket clip than it does with that black one, but I still love the knife, and this is what I'm doing for my EDC task. This is a EDC knife, and when it comes to big scary things, I use a big scary knife. This is the XL Espada in Os 8. It fits in my pants, so I carry it with me when I can. This is what I'm using at the moment as my scary knife for scary jobs, and you know, pretty much a backup to the gun right here. And sometimes, depending on the situation, it might be a better option than the gun. But hopefully I'll never have to use it for its intended purpose. It'll just be an annoyance on my day-to-day life. But if I do need it, it's there. It's always good to have a knife backup to your gun, because guns run out of bullets, but knives do not. Now, I got two holsters here. This is the Blackhawk holster. It's kind of like the sticky holster. I forget the name of it. I have the box, so when I do review it, I can reference the box, but I don't have the box on me at the moment. But this is pretty much a sticky holster, but better. And this is what I normally use when I wear my gun. But I decided to pull out my Gelco holster. This is a leather outside the waistband holster. Much more comfortable to carry than that, but not as convenient. This, go ahead and take the gun out. It's empty. I did that especially for the video, and now it's safe. But this particular holster does not fit this gun perfectly. It was the only holster that somewhat fit at the gun shop I bought the gun at. So, and I didn't want to leave the gun shop without a holster, so I can start carrying my gun. So I went ahead and bought this one. It fits, but the barrel is this section of the holster is just a little bit too long for the gun, and I'll show that to you. You can see that it's just a tad bit too long, but it retains and is comfortable. So this is what I'm carrying as of right now when I go into town. It's much more comfortable in my opinion than the inside the waistband holster, but it's a little bit more obvious when you're trying to conceal. It's a little bit more, it stands a little bit more proud depending on the clothes you're wearing. So that's why I usually carry this one, because I don't like open carry, and this is a little bit more difficult to conceal. But it's no big deal. You can still conceal it. So that's pretty much my EDC stuff. I almost forgot bandana. This bandana, I can't remember what brand it is, but it's from Academy Sports and Outdoors, and I like it because it has stilettos on it. Again, if you end up in the bathroom at a restaurant and they happen to run out of paper towels, you know, good to have a bandana. I generally try not to wipe my nose on my bandana. It's for sweat and water mostly, you know, for drying, and occasionally for cuts. If I'm bleeding, I'll use this as a blood sponge. But I generally don't wipe my nose on my bandanas. I don't know, I'm just like that. So that's it. That's the review. That's what I'm carrying tonight, and generally what I carry when I go into town. I'm not at work. I can carry double-edged knives, switchblades, to my job, but I cannot carry things that are over 5.5 inches without written permission. So until I get that written permission, which I'm not too anxious about, I'm not in too big of a hurry to get that written permission, but that's pretty much what I'm carrying when I'm not at work. That's why I don't carry this one to work. If I could, but if I had that written permission, I'll do it. But since I don't, this is just a after school accessory. So that's it. I'm Soxy5. I hope you enjoyed this review, not review, but EDC update, and I'm out.